Hello and welcome. This is Chris-Ann. I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chris-Ann. Today we are going to be making these cute and adorable little entomology playing card hidden journaling things. They're little vintage looking, but they're using a whole bunch of scraps that I have from other projects. So I am making some little journals. I've been showing these. I'm making a whole bunch of these journals. So I need to cut the paper to fit in the journals. So all of these are the papers, the offcuts from the paper. So I have stacks of these, and they're folded in half. They make perfect little hidden journaling things. And then this, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. The film that's over this is the leftover bits from stickers. So I have quite a few rolls of stickers that I don't always cut off the excess, because I save it for projects like this. So I have a couple of those right here. I have a really fun paper punch. You know, normally we do these in like squares and rectangles and circles. I wanted to use a hexagon. So I know it's not exactly what to look traditional, but I wanted to use a hexagon. And then I'm using some stamps. I'm using some little die cuts, Tim Holtz things. And so I have this really cool set of stamps here. And I got it on Temu a long time ago. And here's this one. So we're going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing another project in the future with this stamp set. I have another project in mind to use for this. So this stamp set's going to be staying on my desk because I have quite a few things in mind for this. So let's get started with doing something, altering the playing cards. I love altered playing cards. I love playing with playing cards. So I have a small stack here. And what I found, the best way to use my punch is not to go here because it doesn't reach the middle. I'm going here. And that's how I'm getting this sort of north-south fashion. And then the things that I'm punching out, I'm of course keeping those for another project. These, perfect for another project. And see, when you line it up with whatever the decoration is there, it works perfect to punch this out. So let's see, this one's going to be a little bit off. But that's going to be okay. Actually, came out pretty good. And I'm just punching a bunch of these out. So we can do a bunch of bugs, a bunch of entomology. It's kind of like a entomology slide with a twist on these little hidden journaling notebooks. And it's all leftover paper. It's paper that if you weren't a junk journaler and you weren't an artist, it's paper that would be getting thrown away. If you weren't one of us, it's paper that would be thrown away. But, you know, you and I wouldn't dream of throwing that paper away. Of course, those same people wouldn't be taking up hexagon punch to a playing card either. Those aren't our people. You are our people. If you're watching this, you are our people. I have ink all over me. See, another sign of being in the club. All right. And this hexagon punch I got quite a while ago on Temu, of course. But you can find them on Amazon too. Okay. There's that. Let's put this away. We are done with that. And we have all of these punched out and ready to roll. So I just want to measure some of these papers. Or, yeah, see this one. It's a little bit narrower. I'm not going to use the narrow ones, so I'll put those somewhere else. Yeah, that's a narrow one too. I just sort of grabbed a stack. Yep, that one will work. That one will work. That one will work. I'm making a whole bunch of those little sewn journals with leftover fabric from sample books, like you get wallpaper books. These are fabric books that my friend had given me for my birthday, and I have officially cut them all up, turned them into books. I just need to sew all the signatures in them. Next thing I want to do is I want to round the corners on these. If I don't have enough of these here now, I will in the very near future. Now, these are cute to put in pockets, tuck spots. You know, we're always making all these little pockets and things. Tuck spots, corner tucks, side tucks, belly bands. You know, we're always making all these things to put things in. Well, this is a thing to put in those things that we're making. And I have a lot of those sort of tuck things made, so I don't always need to, at the time I'm making like a corner tuck, I don't need to make a thing to put in a corner tuck because I have stuff like this. And I have my garbage bag right here. Throwing these away. I should have counted to see how many of each I had. Might give that a trim later. Just to sort of see how many I need, but whatever. It works out the way it works out. I'm not too concerned. And this is such pretty paper. It's paper that I coffee dyed. So I like to use all of it. And I'm keeping these relatively monochromatic. You can add color, whatever you would like. I'll probably add a little pop of a something when I go to add it into the journal, just so it coordinates with, the sort of theme of the journal. I'm going to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I have a lot more than 7 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, but that's okay because I have more of these. And whoops, that one didn't cut right. And I will have more of these. Oh, I need to come in and grab my scissors. So I'm making, I think it's going to end up being like 30 of these little mini journals. I have 2 different sizes. So I need to cut all these papers. Whoops, this keeps bonging my my camera stand. Okay, now let's stamp some bugs. And I think I'm going to do a variety of bugs. Let's do a bumblebee. Is that a moth? No, that's a butterfly. That's a moth. I think I like this beetle. Okay, let's stick with those four for now. I've already done one of this one. This was the sample. That's that one. I'm using my VersaFine Claire Nocturne. Now I'm trying to stamp these in the middle. If you do not have this bug set, the Tim Holtz one works too. Those are slightly bigger. There. I'm just going to go through and stamp a bunch of bugs. Then we'll come in with all the other numbers and decorations of things. There. Let me wipe this off on my cloth. Whoops! Oh, just dropped it. Oh. Alright, I'll get that later. It fell under my desk. Of course. Make sure the opening is at the bottom. Yep, this one's a smaller one. Nice. Now I'm going to wipe this stamp off gentler than my last one. And just, okay, it's there. Just stick it on the thing. Let's do the bee. How many do I have? 3, okay. So I'll do 1 bee and 2 butterfly. Oop, my container. That's falling. Oopsie. I almost stamped it upside down. There. Let me gently wipe this off. Put this up here, and then we'll do 2 of the butterfly. That off. Stick that on the outside of the stamp thing. I'm just going to wipe this off too. I think it just needs to be cleaned. Okay. Now let's grab a red one and a black one. And then I also want to come in and stamp. This one says entomology. I'm going to do that at the top. Oops. I'm in my pile. Move that over. Gonna need more space. I've said it before. I like to do bug things. So I saw those stamps sitting there. I'm like, huh. Let's do another bug project. Because, you know, I haven't done enough bug projects lately. This one, do that down the bottom. And it's that. And that's the top thing that I did. Oh, that's it. Okay. And then let me wipe this off gently. And this is the one that I wanted at the top. There. Yes, they all look similar. But when I go to add on some other ephemera, it will make each one stand out different at that point. That's what I have so far. Okay, next stamps that I want to do are some inside stamps. So I have this little oval specimen stamp, and then this one is a sample stamp. Let me grab another block. I keep my blocks right there. This one has grid lines, so if I needed them. Okay, these are gonna go inside. Oh, that one's, we need to trim this. And if I need to trim the others, not a big deal. I certainly can. There. Mostly. Yeah, that's fine with me. Okay, let me move my scissors. Okay, so these, once I figure out which direction it goes, is gonna go, you know what, we'll put this one here, specimen. So it looks like that. And then I'll put that there. Okay. Let's see how this one fits. Yeah, that one fits good. I think I'm gonna do the specimen on the side. Oh darn, it didn't stamp well. But I can come in with my black gel pen. Attempt it. I did an attempt at it. Okay, and then my sample. All right, does this one need to be trimmed? Nah, I think that's good. Do I want to do the specimen? Let's do the specimen at the top. Try to ink this up, stamp it well, and you know what? Let's see if we can do the sample down at the bottom. Ooh, I like that. That might be my favorite configuration. Let's see if we can replicate that. Nice. We are going to trim this one too. Yep. There. There. Okay. I think that's good. Let's do the specimen down the bottom. And sample up at the top. So I reversed it. Oh, and is this the last one? Yeah, this is the last one. There. Okay. Oh, I got ink all over me again. Actually, let's clean these off, stick these on here. Hopefully I'll find that other stamp later. And then I want to grab my black soot. Oh, here it is. This is the Distress Oxide. And I didn't do this on the other one, but let's go ahead and do it. Now, a lot of times this will wipe off when you do it onto card. But let's try it. And then I'm going to need to cut a piece. Of this sort of acetate stuff. Yep. So where's my glue? Here it is. I'm just putting the glue around the back side of the hole, sticking the acetate on. Now I'm going to come in and glue over the acetate. Line it up. Cute. Now I want to do inking all around this too. There. We'll come and we'll add more things. Let's ink some of this stuff up here. I don't think I'm going to do the inside again. Or should I? I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, just fits. That's all right. The glue dries clear. Some of it's already leaked under. Oh, come on. I put it on the wrong side. I'm sure you were telling me that, weren't you? Good thing I have extras. Which I almost did to that again. I haven't inked this one. But that's okay. Yeah. I heard you. Ay, ay, ay. Some days. Let's see, let me put this over here. No, that's why I had extras. Because I'm a knucklehead. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so let's ink some of this one up. Put some of these blocks away because I don't need those. Put that over there. There's that. Here's the side we will not be gluing anything on. And this one, oh, it's right here. Okay. Turn it over. Okay. There. That one's cute. Give this some ink. And then let's do a little bit in the inside. Let's do the edge. Oh, let's cut a piece of the acetate. sure I flip it over. It's good when you can learn your lesson. There. Oh, wait a minute. No, that is there. Okay. There. Cute. Oh, just 2 more left after this one. Where's my... These are coming out cute. These go fairly quickly, I think. You know, I've said I like to do assembly style things, so I make sure I have my sort of assembly ready. I have little buckets that I keep things in. This one might be too big, but I'd rather it be too big than too small. I think it just fit. Yeah. There. I'm getting a little tired. I'm gonna go to bed when I'm done this project. I tend to do these videos late at night because my phone finally stops ringing. It used to be the school calling all the time. Now it's, well, it's always been doctors too. And I do like to do a lot of them on weekends, because not many business calls come through on the weekends. This one's too big. And there's a line right through it, but that's okay, that doesn't bother me. There. We throw these away. And last but not least, yeah, see, I used up all this acetate. That would have been thrown out as well. When we make our journals, whether we're an art journaler or a junk journaler, multimedia artist, it's fun to be able to use up all of these things, you know? Like when my friend gave me the books, the fabric books, you know, the sample fabric books that I've been making the journals with. She got them in Savers. And she said, I saw them and I knew you would come up with something. I mean, she's a very clever artist herself. She's talented. but she doesn't have as much time as I do to craft. It worked for me, let me tell you. Completely covered. Per usual. There. Awesome. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to add a little bit of some ephemera. I have some that slipped over here. Oh, let's throw this away. Take out a bunch, and this is where we can add some color. Add a little bit more personality, and this is where I can make each one just a little bit different. Sometimes I do the brown edging, sometimes I do the black edging. I don't know, I like both. Oh, is that upside down? Oh, sometimes I can't tell. Well, that's how we're putting it today. I love these little curator packs. It's that and the small, the tiny paper dolls. Those are my favorites. These two. All right, I think we're just going to do 3. Like I said, when I go to put these in my actual journal, chances are I'll add a something that sort of coordinates to the whole book, like whether it be a sticker or a certain color. Oh, get over here. And it's always fun to alter playing cards. Anyways, I like that one there. Oh, this one has red in it. And I'm doing 3. I like odd numbers. Cute, I think, I hope. A little too big there. It is getting hot around here. It's gonna be 100 this week, which is highly unusual for this time of the year. I don't do well in hot weather. So I'm recording some of these videos ahead of time. Because I don't have air conditioning. And I need to do what I can do. like that one. I have 2 fans on me now. They're helping, but still. We're gonna have a couple days of really, really crazy hot weather. And it's gonna go down into the 70s again, which is crazy. I mean, it's not good for your health either. Whenever I see this one, I'm like, ew. Ew. Which is what I think of the heat. We do not normally get crazy heat like that. Okay, just these. Oh, no, 3 more. That one's going to be pretty with the butterfly. So tomorrow I'm going to be going out with some clients that have become friends that want to come up to my area to meet me and hang out, and I'm kind of excited. I don't go a lot of places. I mean, like, I go shopping. I go to doctors. But other than that, I don't really go a lot of places. Because of my allergies. And I went to that new allergist. Yeah. Insert inappropriate words here. So he said to me, I'm not a candidate for the treatment to treat my mast cell activation syndrome, which is the disease I have that makes my allergies go haywire, which is linked to my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I'm not a candidate for the treatment for mast cell because he suspects I'm allergic to it. The treatment to treat my allergies. He suspects I'm allergic to. Welcome to my world. Yeah. It's not joyful. So he suggested increasing. I take Allegra every day. And he's like, why are you only taking it once? I'm like, what? I mean, first of all, I'd stopped everything with this weird rash that he didn't know what it was, and he told me to go to a dermatologist for my weird rash, but I'm like, I'm having an allergic reaction, so I came to an allergist for my weird rash. He's like, You need to go to a dermatologist. Okay, fine. But he says you should be taking Allegra 4 times a day. I'm going, oh my goodness. Do you know how expensive it is to take it 4 times a day? It's $20 a bottle. Does that, if taking it once a day, doesn't even get me through the month. So it's gonna be like probably $100 a month just in Allegra. So I need to get my channel monetized to get more people to subscribe to my channel. That would super, super, super help me. Yeah. It's crazy. So I'll budget for that. That's fine. If it helps, I don't mind. But so far, I haven't had anything that helps. Willing to try. And I told that guy, I said, I'm willing to try. We'll see. I don't know. All right. So these are what I have done. I'm going to do a flip through. There's that. And then the inside looks the same. Oh, stamping went through a little bit, but I'm not worried about that. Oh. All right, here we go. So that's the saga for me seeing the allergist the other day, if you've been following along. If not, that's okay too. But my allergies are crazy. That's why I post a video every single day, because I'm home. If I'm not like at doctors and stuff. For me, for my son, I'm home. So this entertains me. I hope it entertains you too. So let me just sort of get here. Here's a sampling. That'll probably be my picture. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. Now I needed to pay for my Allegra. And there's only one type of Allegra I can use because I'm allergic to the other type. Because there's 2 types of Allegra. It's a headache. Literally. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in and joining in with my cute little project. Made mostly from things that were going to get thrown away. Oh, and I didn't even mention all the playing cards. I got them at the dump from the recycle center. So somebody was throwing those away. So pretty much everything here is recycled for the most part. These weren't the little Tim Holtz bits. But there's a lot of recycled product here. The paper, the card, and the clear acetate. Pretty cool to recycle a whole bunch of stuff in one teeny little project. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. Take care and be free.